Welcome to the Magic City. We're here at the Miami International Autodrome, the home of the Hard Rock Stadium, a multi-purpose sports and entertainment hub which has hosted Super Bowls, Baseball World Series, numerous rock concerts, and now, for the first time, Formula One. A lap of the Miami Grand Prix features 3.36 miles of track around the Hard Rock Stadium, and 19 corners make up the Miami International Autodrome, which will challenge the drivers in a tight wheel-to-wheel race. So with the race not far away from starting...
Hello and welcome viewers to round 15 of the Southern Cross Racing. This week we are in the southeast of America, in the iconic state of Florida, which hosts the party city of Miami.
Party in the city when the heat is on, all night on the beach till the break of dawn. Welcome to Miami.
Which is where we are for this fabulous event. Situated in the home of the Miami Dolphins, the area around the Hard Rock Stadium will be the driver's playground today. We are all set and ready to go, so let's go up to the box and join your regular comms team who will take you through the action. He's the man, the legend, the one on the right, Mr. Excitement himself. See me go!
Thank you very Thank you.
Joining him, as always, the man on the left, the deputy, the stat man, Sir Howdy. I've been your intro lead, Senna Hill. Remember, if you enjoy the action, please follow and subscribe. Enjoy the race. Over to you, boys.
Thank you very, very much, Senna. What a stunning job she did again, Housey. That is phenomenal. And of course, yes, welcome everyone, one and all. Of course, yes, Southern Cross Racing here at Miami. That was the lovely Senna, the beautiful daughter of Mr. Housey, the great one. And welcome, mate. Welcome. What an intro.
Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all, wherever you are in the world tuning into this one. Yes, that was the protege, the Padawan, the one, the only, Senna Hills, doing her thing. Day off school today for the coronation of the king over the weekend. So, yeah, she was biting and bugging me to get in. So,
absolutely fantastic. I reckon, Housey, I'll tell you what, mate, we'd be out of a gig very shortly, I think, mate. Could be a father-daughter combination in the box very soon, I think, because she's just done another amazing job. And, well, congratulations, Senna. She's going to stick around, of course. And, yeah, well, when she wants to, well, throw her little opinions in and her little, her little know-how, of course, she is more than welcome to. Bit of a family show here, folks, and a bit of a surprise for everyone there. Just bringing up everything. We have 14 runners, Housey. 14, of course. I've got a lot of guys in, missing at the moment, of course. I speak of a few of them. I'll give you the rundown, folks. Jodaku had a workplace injury, unfortunately, today and cannot make it. Banana Cake Pie is attending to his very, very sick dog. And, yes, I'm sure you'll see him in the chat as you do every week. There are a few others. Tactical Genius is still injured, of course. Old Footy Bender, well, he's just moved house. He's hooking up new internet and just does not have it sorted at the moment. There are a couple of others, but let's not worry about that at the moment. We've got to welcome this lad back, Mashy Boy. He's first one to blink here, Housey. And of course, well, we've got a debutante. We have a debutante, and it is Vertex Beck. And there he is there in the garage, of course. And, well, looking forward to seeing what this guy can do out on track. All reports he's a very, very quick driver. And looking forward to seeing him strut his stuff out here on Miami. Of course, Housey, the real stuff was there last night for everyone to see. And, well, let's just harp on that just ever so briefly, mate. Max Verstappen, what a drive.
Yeah, okay, we're going there. All right. I wasn't sure if we was going to go there or not going to go there, seeing the hours, obviously, in the day. I don't know if everyone's seen it yet, but yeah, we won't too much away. Yeah, another sterling performance by Max, as always, pretty much. I mean, the man's a not self-confessed, but in my eyes, he's a self-confessed robot. Yeah. He was born this way, born to do it. So you know,
Absolutely, born bred to do it, of course. And well, I mean, when you've got a father like Jos, the boss, I mean, you'd better want to do what he says, I reckon. So anyway, we'll push on here, Housey. Of course, Mashy out there first to blink, and got a lot of boys on an outlap at the moment. So let's just run through a few things at the moment. This magnificent circuit is 5.412 kilometres long, or 3.36 miles. The capacity around here, Housey, at full house, well, I thought it was a bit more than this, but it's only 65,000. The Miami International Autodrome, a purpose-built temporary circuit around the Hard Rock Stadium and the private facilities of the in the Miami suburb of the Miami Gardens, Florida. Yes, this track consists of 19 quarters with an anticipated average speed of 140 miles per hour or 230 kph. I think that is a bit wrong there, Housey. I think that back straight, they line up to 330. That's a bit wrong. That's a bit of a typo on my end. I do apologise for that. This track was designed and delivered by the Formula One track designers, Apex Circuit Design, for the Miami Grand Prix, which was added to the Formula One calendar last season, of course. And yes, the lap record around here, you guessed it, folks, 1 minute 29.708, held by Max Verstappen this year, of course, in the RB19.
Yep. So I think Mash has pulled out this lap. I think your guy's going to be the first one.
Thank you,
to
sir.
Properly go.
Of
He
course.
just made a mistake in sector 1. That was all.
Well, of course, there's plenty of time, 14 and a half minutes to be exact here, Housey. And to be honest with you, mate, we're going to give the debutant a lap. We have to give him a lap. He's out there on track. He has started his lap. I'm not too sure if that's him behind... No, it is not. It certainly is not.
No, it's Fury.
We will flick to him in just a little moment. And, of course, we do welcome back VSC Fury. Well, he was away for 1 week, but he's back. He's back, only in reserve capacity at the moment. And we do hope he enjoys himself, of course. Yes, the game's doing no one any favours. Everyone's looking forward to the new one as JC goes whack with a 128.8 and Fury on controller, if you don't mind. Well, there you go. A 1 minute 28.3. High cut goes quickest with a 1 minute 27.8. But let's have a look at Vertex, because he's the debutant and we got to give him a lap. We've only seen a little bit of it at the moment, but we'll stay with him, of course. We will stay with this gentleman, and very good lad. I've had a few chats with him, and yes, glad he's here. As Newbie goes a 27.7, here he comes. And, well, there you go. Must have been a bit of a warm-up lap. Yeah, there you go. He's turned on his ERS now, and away he goes. Matty Ross Watson with a 33.9, and, of course, Johnny M4 out there on track, about to cross the line any second now, Housey. Let's just see what he's got. 128.7. T-Mac will be next. Absolutely, mate. And there is Verk out on track as well. So, and of course, Highcut. How can we not forget Highcut? Answered the call, decided to become a full-time driver last week. And yes, he did keep his, his pole position points from last week. Unfortunate connection issues, of course, and we won't push on about that, of course. But here comes Mashy, and here he goes, the Mash. There he goes, a 127.2, and that's a bit better from the Mash.
It wasn't clean either. Did see a couple of little errors in that lap. I was watching it. So yeah, more to come from Mashy.
Absolutely.
That's the first round done. We're still waiting for that from Suicide 5, Verk and Duels. I think Verk, as you said, is out there. Duels also out there.
Verk's just purpled the first sector there, Housey. Of course, not too sure how relevant it is when you haven't set a time, because we do know on this game it is 2 above, 2 below. But yes, not set a time, so I'm not too sure what that actually means, to be fair. And here he goes, of course. Verk, well, he created that bad boy. Didn't have the livery that the Toyota Gazoo boys are running, but yes, he's created that one, and I'll have to have a look at Highcut's one. I'm not too sure if he had it either, but if that's the case, and of course, Jodaku missing tonight. He is a part of this team. I tell you what, Toyota Gazoo now, Housey, after the last couple, I tell you what, they are looking a lot stronger now, of course. On mention of Highcut, Verk, and Jodaku. We are still looking for seats to be filled around here. We've got 6 rounds remaining after this Grand Prix. Yes, this game is coming to an end, and thank God for that. But here comes Verky, baby, at 27.8. And not too shabby at all, Mr. Housey.
So Jules is the one on the lap here. Hasn't yet set a time. Suicide 5 will be starting his lap in a minute.
Well, there you go. Dulzy purpling the second sector. And, of course, folks, this is our championship leader. And, well, doing great things is the Dulz. I'll tell you what, when he gets it together, this guy is rapid. As Matty Ross has retired. Where is that? That's a bit of a mistake. There it is there in sector 2.
14.
Yeah, it certainly is. Let me just have a look at my track map here, Housey. And yes, it certainly is. Turn 13 it is, to be exact. And well, there you go, the Dulz. Wowee, Dulzy at 27-1. Dulzy's on it as we flick to Suicide 5. Yet to set a time. There he is there, going through the first sector. And, of course, entering the second sector very, very shortly. And, well, I'll tell you what, second sector around here, there are some technical parts. As Johnny M4 has left the session there, Housey. I've given him plenty of invites. Thank you, sir. So we'll keep an eye on Mr. Suicide 5, of course. Had a birthday last week. It was yesterday. And a big, big happy birthday to Mr. Suicide 5. And, well, I'm sure he had a great day. I hope he had a great night. And I hope he has a great race. And doing good things around the traps is Suicide 5. And, oh, he's just invaluable. When you pump him up, House. When you pump him up. And that's what happens. I do apologise. Suicide 5. Fury out there on track yet again. And looking to improve on his 128.3. And I tell you what, Fury is on controller at the moment. He's had to relearn the controller. He's doing good things. Yeah, he's a bit jittery. But, of course, with the controller, it's very, very difficult to be smooth. And, yeah, let's just see how Fury gets on. But so far, mate, with a 128.3, doing a great job, of course. As I did touch on earlier, we are missing a few. And Macedonian, unfortunately, out of this Grand Prix. Not in it. Not a part of it. I hope he joins us in chat, of course. Technical Genius, as I did say, I think he's still injured from his sporting accident. Old footy bender, as I touched on before, with his internet. Blue Dog is away with work, of course. And Jodaku had a workplace injury, so that was today. A bit unfortunate. I do wish him well. And he's using his hotspot because better than just power. Yell out if you need another invite, Johnny. But yeah, you do have a few there, mate. You do have a few. So get it sorted. You've got plenty of time. 8 minutes to be exact. I'll tell you what, he has. Good to see Johnny M4 finding his feet yet again.
Yep. Obviously the last one I called with the very impressive drive from Johnny M4. So nice to see him coming back up the order. Obviously, it's a very tight, really, between all these drivers. We have the different groups, 1 to 4, but all these guys deserve to be here, and it's all pretty tight between them. There's never normally, a lot between the guys, so nice to see.
No, that's exactly right. Mashy's out there as well. Let's just have a look at the end of this. Well, hang on a minute. He hasn't turned on his ERS. He's going to have another go now, so he's just whacked it on right about now. So we'll keep an eye on Mashy. And we do. Oh, thank you very much, Housey. We'll flick to Highcut. Yeah, there he is there, of course. Well, this might be the adopted livery for Toyota Gazoo Racing, of course. Oh, he's a bit tail happy with Highcut. Tell you what, he's carrying some phenomenal speed through there, Housey. Well, this lad's good. And, well, there you go, on the back straight. Just that long, long straight there, Housey, to contend with. A couple more corners, and this lap is done. And, well, Mr. 25 in the chat. The Mamba, of course. Get it together, Suicide 5. Come on. We want the 8th row lockout. Fantastic.
We've just had a bit of an incident at the same place as his teammate Matty Ross.
Well, there you go. Highcut does improve, but does not improve in his position. But there you go, 127.750. These laps are going to come in thick and fast very shortly here, Housey. We've got Vertex Spec. There he is there. And, well, he's turning on his ERS right about now. There it is, folks. and this will be his lap, of course. Not too sure how much time is left remaining on the clock, Housey. We've got yellow time. Yeah. Yellow time, mate. Yellow time, of course. And let's just see this lad tackle this magnificent circuit. Give us a bit of a rundown, Housey. You a fan of this one, mate?
No, not really, to be honest with you. I've never actually raced it, to be honest with you. Matthew Jr. just goes across the line, puts himself up at P1 with a 26.7.
Jesus,
yeah, never really raced it, but no, I don't really particularly like it. I find it a bit too itty-bitty, to be honest with you.
Yeah, fair enough, mate. I mean, we all got our own opinions on it, and well, it's all a part of the Formula One agenda these days, the USA, isn't it? Of course, yes. Grand Prix. Dulcie's out, Dulcie's out, Dulcie's made an error, there he is there! There he is there in Sector 1, and oh, dearie me, must have got the back end all lit up. And into the wall he goes, of course, and we're just going to keep an eye on Vertex. I do say the debutants do get that one lap, that we do keep an eye on them. And, well, this lad looks clean, he looks quick, holy moly, Housey. He looks absolutely rapid. And let's just see how this guy gets on, of course. Looking forward to his race pace, but Verky reckons that this guy's going to take it out. He reckons this guy is going to take it out. But as we do say, Housey, anything can happen, and usually does.
Yep, so let's see what Vertex has got over the line here. Exits the final corner. Is it going to be good enough? Third, 27.7.
There you go, folks. So 27.73 to be exact. And that is his lap. Of course, nearly 5 minutes remaining on the clock. So also, Brad Tay, excuse me. Brad Tay out there on track and, well, doing Brad Tay things, of course. Missing his compatriot this week, of course. I speak of none other than, excuse me, the B2, the Blue Dog. And, well, I think, excuse me, Brad Tay just doing an extra warm-up lap here, Housey. Because he hasn't turned on his ERS yet.
Yeah, Bopton's on the same. Bopton's just starting a lap now. See how he gets on. Can he improve? Obviously, been doing very good things with us. Currently ninth, so
he's second in the championship is the Bopton.
Yep.
And, well, there you go. That is the Dulles' wheel, as you can see in the background, folks. And, well, at the moment, currently sitting P2 and quite comfortably, I might say so myself. So, well, I'll tell you what, Mashy Baby's out there. He's on top. He's looking for it. I'll tell you what, last time Mashy was out here, he done the Grand Slam. Not at this track. I think it was at Brazil, I do believe. Maybe the track before, maybe Australia. I can't quite remember, folks. I'll have to check that one out and get back to you, folks. But, yeah, last time he was out with us, done the Grand Slam. So maybe Mashy looking to replicate last time he was out on track with us here, Housey.
Yep, well, that's the thing. When you get the taste for it, that's all you want to do is replicate it, isn't it? So
absolutely.
Got Verky out on a lap as well, just a bit further back than Bop. He's down a little bit. He's not improving at the moment. He's have a very good tail end of the second sector and last sector.
I'll tell you what, I wasn't too sure if Bopton just brushed the wall there. He got mighty, mighty close, staying right in the middle of the, well, virtually in the middle of the track, of course. Now he's going to hit that braking zone, the hardest, the heaviest braking zone of the circuit, of course. You've got to slow that car right down. Hit that apex. Try not to run too wide because these curves tend to spin you. Cop many of that last curb. And there you go, Bopton with a 127.8. A 128.007. And that throws him up into P7 there, mate.
Yep, so Burke's about to cross the line here, followed by Brad Tay. Burke doesn't improve, he's sick.
Verks went in the pit lane. Brad Tay, well, there you go. Brad Tay did not improve. So let's just see how Brad gets along, of course. He's got some traffic behind him. Who is that behind him? I think it might be Noob. He's on an outlap. So Brad Tay, is he going to push? Let's just see if he's given it some beans here, Housey, of course. He absolutely is. He's sending it. So this is going to be another lap from the Brad Tay. Noob is on an outlap, so he's just probably going to want to give himself some space here. And let's just see how he goes, of course. He's right behind Brad Tay. So Johnny M4, whereabouts is he? P10 at the moment. Currently out there on track as well. And he's in the third sector. So we'll flick to Johnny M4. And High Cut in front of him is on an outlap. Your guy JC might be about to take the line here again, Housey. And we'll just see what time he does, of course. Here he comes, the JC. And there's a 28.3. And, well, here we go. He's going to do another lap. I should be checking that ERS, Housey. I'm doing it a lot lately.
Yep.
Oh, dearie me! Dearie me! His teammate had just lost it. That was Suicide 5. And JC, we had to back out of it a little bit and went a little bit off track. But the game said, no, you can have it, son. And, well, there you go. High cuts. Just, who was that? Who was that noob?
That was M4.
Ah, Johnny M4. Excuse me. Johnny M4 at 28.044. I tell you what, not much to split between Johnny M4 and the Bopton.
No, pretty close going at this point in time. I think it's going to be the reserve gaggle that's going to be next. In the third, just coming to the third sector. I think all the reserves pretty much together. Fury's on count.
Yeah, Vertex is on an outlap as well, and Fury's on an outlap. Mashy's on an outlap. T-Mac in the pit lane. So T-Mac, I'm not too sure how much time is left, Housey. Brad Tate out there again as well. So just starting another run is the Brad Tate, and let's just see how he gets on.
Boys.
Quality reserve boys at the moment. Yes, of course. Mash, Vertex, and Fury.
Are they going to make the line? Are they going to make the line? They're all going to make the line.
Well, that is the $1 million question, my friend. That is the $1 million question.
Go away, yellow. Here we go. 19 seconds, 18 seconds. So, yes, Berkey makes it. Just about going to make it, I think.
Mash made it. He's made it. He's made it. Just done it by 9 seconds. So High Cut goes quicker again with a 27.4. These laps are starting to tumble. And I dare say they're going to come in thick and fast now, Housey. It is game on.
S5's done. S5's done. So not a great qualifying for S5. 14. Very unusual for the lad.
Absolutely, yeah. Probably not a fan of this circuit. And, well, I mean, that is understandable, of course. Everybody looking forward to the new game release. As we'll flick up to Noob.
Third. High Cut's lost it. He's off the track. So High Cut's done.
Bopton in the pit lane. Johnny M4 is done. Your guy, JC, out on track. But we've got some reserves, and Fury will be the first one. And he's purpled that second sector, Mr. Housey. He's purpled it, so, well, that puts him 2 above, so that's purple. It's quicker than Johnny M4 at the moment. So let's just see how Fury gets on, of course. This lad coming back on controller, and, well, good on him, of course. Hope he's enjoying his time out there. And, well, he loves racing, does the Fury. Absolutely loves racing. But here we go. Here comes Fury. Crosses the line. It's a 27.7. Does improve, House. He throws himself up into P7.
Vertex about to take the line. Can he improve on the fifth? He does. He goes up to third. 27.422.
That's a bit better from the lad. Is that JC? It certainly is. He's invalidated. JC's invalidated. Yep. And Mashy goes in the pit lane. So, well, High Cut's still out there. High Cut had a bit of an error there, so we won't focus on that. And that is quali done, I do believe, House.
Yep, I think that's it. We are done.
As Fury joins the chat, and well, there you go. Controller is garbage. Well, I'll tell you what, Fury, won't take you long to get back used to it, of course. And well, very, very good, considering you've only just picked up that controller not long ago, mate. And P6, 27.775. As Banana Cake Pie is not texting and driving. He's in the chat looking after his dog. And there you go. How could Duels allow that to happen? I don't know, mate. I'm not too sure, but yes, we'll push on, of course. Only 14 runners, and yes, well, we do apologise for that, folks. But yes, there is pre-commitments. There is pre-commitments from the boys, of course. Real life first, and that is totally understandable. Coming towards the end of a game cycle, always the way. Done maybe 20. He's done 20 laps as Fury at this circuit, and well, the debutant on debut, P3. On the grid, so not too shabby at all from a man who says he has not practiced this track. As Mashy takes the chocolates here, Housey, 126.787, and that is a great lap from the Mashy. And there he is in chat doing good things. And yep, Dulzy P2, our champ leader. Vertex, well, there he is there. P3, Newbie P4, not too far behind Vertex. This is going to be a cracking battle. And High Cut, well, there he is there. P5, looking good. And Mr. Fury Strat, a little, well, excuse me, VSC Fury. I do get that right. I'm so used to calling him Fury Strat. I do apologise. There in P6, Verkey in P7, Bopton P8, Johnny M4 P9, your guy JC P10, T-Mac is in 11th, Brad Tay 12th, Matty Ross in 13th, and Mr. Suicide 5, the birthday boy, there in 14th position.
maybe that's the answer. Maybe he's still hungover from the birthday beers.
could possibly be, mate. Could possibly be. But yes, we'll let this countdown clock go and just give us 1 second, folks.
Yeah, she's just buggered off to get a drink and that.
All right, folks. The real stuff's about to happen. The real stuff is about to happen. And, well, there you go. That countdown clock has gone to 0. We're waiting for them all to load in. We're going to get this formation lap underway and get this race going, of course. Yes, Mr. Fury. Well, he's got Mr. Fury in the chat. That's why I'm getting confused. I suppose it doesn't take much to confuse me these days. But there he goes. No, 20 laps on the pad total. So there you go. Fury's he's still got a good turn of speed. He's still got a good turn of speed, even though he's on that shitty pad that he doesn't like. But things will work out, of course. I'm sure they will, as, well, he'll just get continuity as this race gets on, no doubt. And looking forward. It's all about fun here, folks. And, yeah, Fury, just go out there and enjoy yourself, mate. That's what it's all about, my friend. As, yeah, that countdown clock is done. And here we go. I'll bring up all of the, bring up the tyres for everybody at home. And there you go to see what the boys are running. There you go, Housey. I'll let you take care of that.
Okay, yeah. So let's have a look then as we go with the starting order. So Mashi Jr. then in the reserve livery goes from pole. He will start with the hard tyres fitted. Dool's mirroring what he does. Yeah. So Dool's starting from P2. Maserati on that hard tyre too. First of the medium runners then, up in third, Vertex. And that beautiful reserve livery does look nice with a little yellow sidewall tyre on it. Just gives it a little bit of a pop. So yeah, very nice. Be interesting to see how he gets on. He's going to start on the medium then, so he's going to be looking to get at it right from the start. Noob doing the same as well, the KTM driver in fourth. He starts on the medium. Fifth then is Hiker in the Toyota livery. He starts on the hard, so and then he's got Fury, the man you was talking about a minute ago, starting on the mediums behind him. So Fury's going to go for his aggressive start here. I've seen him do some quite different strategies recently. I was kind of expecting maybe for him to chuck on us off just to do something different. He likes a bit of...
he does like an aggressive strat, but I think he's just all about getting some laps under the belt at the moment.
Yeah, a bit more stability and consistency. So yeah, Fury from sixth then on the mediums. He's got Vert behind him by the start from P7. Then we've got Bopton in the Maserati. He will start on the mediums from P8. Johnny M4 then, KTM driver. He'll start from P9 on the hards. Then we've got the last of the medium runners, your guy, the energy livery. He'll start in 10th on the mediums. We've got T-Mac then, the Taco, Soul Taco.
The Soul Taco, he's flying by himself. Oh, poor guy. Poor guy, but this guy is an unsung hero. He's a T-Mac.
Oh yeah, indeed. Yeah, very, very good. I'm very impressed with him. He'll start from 11th then on the hards. We've got Mr. B1, Brad Tay, the energy. He'll start from 12th on the hards as well. Then we've got Matty Ross starting P13 for KTM on the hards. Suicide 5 bringing up the rear of the grid. And also on those hards.
Just 1 second, Housey. I forgot to do this for Mashi, but this is pole position for Mashi.
Yes, it's pole position. Yes.
All right, folks, we're going to get this one underway. We've got 5 lights. We've got 5 lights. Housey, the legs are out. We hold. We're going to get some revs. We've got some revs, and away they go. Here comes Dools. What a great start by Mash. What a launch. And I'll tell you what, who's that Vertex? Wowee. What a great launch from P3 on the grid. Who was that thread of the needle? That was Doolsy. Oh, Doolsy must have got bogged down. He has got high cut right behind him. And we are seeing some movement. Noob, well, there you go. There's almost the top 6 holding stations. Noob goes up a couple of spots. Oh, he's going around the outside of high cut. Have a look at this. Oh, my God, he's made it. He's absolutely, oh, high cut. No, he doesn't. High cut says, no, you don't, son. Stay where you are. And high cut lives to fight another day. Noob out of that little kerfuffle there has gone from 4th to, well, 6th. He's bounced back up to 5th. So I'll tell you what, Bopton has held station in P7. Well, Verky, well, no, he hasn't. He's come up one. Verk's dropped one. And Johnny M4 there in 9th, of course. They've all got through unscathed here, Housey. Suicide 5 up there in 13th as well. So I'll tell you what, this has come alive already. These boys are on it.
Yep. looks all clean so far, very impressive. Been keeping an eye on the back. I don't think anyone's lost any carbon, so very, very good start, boys. Well done.
Absolutely, Housey, absolutely. And I'll tell you what, Verk's the one to watch, I reckon. Verk's the one to watch. Bopton just got a mammoth exit. He's trying to hunt down a VSC Fury, and that was really good from him. But here comes Verk. He's got a bit of a slipstream, but I'll tell you what, folks. Well, we've got to wait for that 3-lap mark, of course. Then the DRS will be available. And who is that? JC on the inside. Oh, well, what a move. What a move from JC. Who's that in the background? Brad Tayans. Oh, Suicide 5. Deary me. Deary me. What is going on there? Not too sure, Housey.
Yeah, Suicide 5 getting tangled up. Was Brad involved in that? Oh, looked like 2V energy cars in the background.
It certainly did, mate. I think Suicide 5 had nowhere to go. And in the pit lane he goes, of course. Verk out there as well. And he's just trail. I tell you what, Verk and Bopton battle resume. These two boys. I tell you what, we're going to have to reshuffle these groups for next season. Because boys have improved out of sight. And, well, Bopton will definitely go up a group. He will be in Group 2 next season. None of this Group 3 stuff for him. He's just improving out of sight week in, week out. And Newbie, there he is there. He's closing the gap on High Cup. I tell you what, these top 4-5 guys are lapping very, very similar here, Housey. They're all hunting that DRS. Have a look at it. The top 8, to be exact, are all within that, glorious 1 second DRS zone. Oh, Fury's just dropped out of it. Fury's made a little bit of an error. He's got Bopton right beside him. Bopton's going to get him. Bopton's got him. What a move from Bopton. And here comes Verk.
Verk's going to do them both. He's having a look up the inside of Bopton. Double slipstream. He gets it done as well.
He certainly does. That's a great move from Verk. Throws himself up in a P6. And there you go. Bopton has to tuck in here. There he is there. Oh, Verky a bit loose on exit. But there you go. Oh, look at there. All swapping fastest laps, and we've missed the lead. Vertex has taken the lead on debut. Wowee. And there you go, Housey. There you go. 0.6 of a second separates him and Mash. And Doolsey's just fallen a little bit behind. Johnny M4 speeding in the pit lane. Ouch.
Yeah, he'd lost his wing. Sorry, just during that lap, so Johnny M4 having trouble. Interestingly enough, Suicide 5 not changing the wing when he boxed, just fitting the hard tyres. So I don't know whether that was an error and he did need a wing. It didn't look like he needed it.
Yeah, not too sure there, mate. Not too sure at all. But yeah, unless it could have been on this game, you have to select yes if you want that front wing change. If it's on automatic, it ain't going to do it. That's one of the stupid things about it. But anyway, we move on. We won't harp on that. High Cut's lining up Noob here, Housey. He's lining him up. Oh, I tell you what, under braking. No. He thought better of it, Housey. There is a DRS zone approaching. It is enabled now. And I think he's just thought the better of it here, Housey.
Yep. Wait time, I tell you, Fury's still right at the back of Bopton and Verk. They're having a good little battle here over 6th, 7th and 8th place. And Fury returned the favour on this lap. He's the third car in the train, but Verk and Bopton got good exits, good traction for those two, so I think this one's going to run for a while.
Well, here we go, Bopton's going to get him. He's going to get him. He's on the outside of the track. Verk's making it hard for him. He's going to go the long way around. And there you go, Bopton on the medium, gets that job done. I'll tell you what, Housey, these mediums, they're not going to last, well, they'll last about 12 laps at prime, but after that, they are cactus. And
Verky's coming back on him. Verky's coming back on Bop, up the inside into turn 1.
Great. Oh, he's gone deep. Verk's gone deep. And there you go. Oh, he has to be careful. JC all over him. Absolutely all over him is the V Energy Motorsport driver. And here he comes, JC. Let's just see what he's got. He's on the medium as well. So the hard runners copying the pain early doors in this Grand Prix, Housey. And, well, the medium runners are alive and well, of course. But, well, roughly around about the 6th lap mark that, well, you see the hard compounds start to eke out that medium advantage. And it is very much a hard compound race, of course. Strat around here is medium, hard, medium. And there you go. Easy pickings for Fury. Yes, DRS zone. Great move from Fury. And I'll tell you what, this battling where Fury is almost like a cork in the bottle. He's got Bopton and Verk right behind him, as well as JC. So the top 5 have absolutely launched it. I'll tell you what, Vertex is doing a phenomenal job. He's got Mashy behind on the hard, and Mashy's keeping up on that hard compound, doing a phenomenal job.
Yep, trying to break away as well as pay the attention in their mirrors. Obviously, the guys at the front JC's looking like he's got some good pace here on the back of Verk. Obviously, the medium tyre versus hard, but like a little bit. Here he goes. He's going for a late dive up the inside.
Oh, great move, JC. But Verk, look at that exit.
He's got to come back.
He's going to come back. I tell you what, it's bloody close. It's bloody close. He's got him. He's got him. And there you go. Well, Verk's not done. Verk's not done.
No, because he didn't learn from last lap, sending it up the inside and going way off wide, but he did. I think that just crossed his mind as he pulled out to the inside and thought, hang on a minute, I didn't make this last time. Out of this and hold fire for a minute.
Very clever from the Verk, of course. Doing great things is the Verk these days. And oh, Highcut's lost it. He's around. Highcut's around. He's almost done a Charles Leclerc. And there you go. There you go. He's almost done it. Nearly into the barrier. Gathered the car. But look where it's thrown him, Housey. Right in that battle. Right in that battle. And I'll tell you what. If Verk needed a teammate right about now to help him out, he's got one. He's got one. And there is Highcut just getting ahead of JC. And look at Verk fire up. He's gone wide. Verk's got some phenomenal straight line speed. But no, has to tuck in. JC, I'll tell you what, couldn't get any closer if you tried there, Housey. But doing a great job is the JC. Let's flick up to the top because it looks like Doolsey's starting to catch Mash.
Yeah, just inside that 1 second. He is at the moment still hovering around there. Dools coming now. I'm just still keeping half an eye on this Highcut, your guy. Verk battle. So that's where it's at a bit further back. But yeah, Dools closing in. He's got Noob all over the back of him as well, though.
He certainly does. I'll tell you what, folks, that's brotherly love right there. The older brother trailing the younger brother, and I'll tell you what, Doolsey doing a great job. Bragging rights at the table. He's on the cards here for these two. Great lads, these boys. And all the boys on the grid are phenomenal blokes. They're all here for a reason. It's because they're all good at what they do, folks. And here comes Noob. What's he got? What's he got? I'll tell you what, still 4/10. He's closing. He's closing. We've got a yellow flag in Sector 1. We're a yellow flag in Sector 1. Oh, he's missing a front wing too.
Yeah. Gonna have to run that one all the way back to the pit lane.
And T-Mac goes, thank you, Verky. I'll slot up to P9. And T-Mac running his own race here, mate. T-Mac doing a great job. The sole Taco Bell, as you did touch on earlier, we do have a few missing tonight. Personal reasons for the lot of them. And we're not going to harp on that again, of course. But
Mash is all over the back. Sorry to cut you off, but Mash is all over the back of our P1 guy, Vertex, at the moment. Dools and Noob right there. This is a four-way battle right here, right now. 2 mediums versus 2 hards. Mediums on Vertex and Noob. Hards on Masher and Dools. But this is spicing up.
Absolutely. These boys are almost identical lap times. As BCP says he's still here. Yes, he is. He certainly is in the chat. And, well, we haven't had a chance to breathe at the moment, mate. And he's so far in. Yeah, you wish, mate. You wish. But, yes, thank you for tuning in, mate. As you said you would, of course. He does every week, does the BCP. And, well, that was close. That was close. Especially Suicide 5, 3-second track limit warning. So let's just have a look at the...
Noob lost it. Oh, he had a bit of a twitch there. He's caught it, but dropped a bit of time. Sorry, carry on.
You're right. 5 seconds for Johnny M4. 3 seconds for Mr. Suicide 5. And we'll get back onto this racing. Let's have a look how much Noob lost. He didn't lose too much ground though, Housey. So he must have caught it very, very well. What's going on here? Verk in the pit lane, getting that nose taken care of.
Yep, it's going to come out somewhere around the... is that Johnny M4?
Yeah, yes. Roughly, yes. Yeah, you should be well clear of Johnny M4, to be fair. But, well, let's just say... Oh, no. I stand corrected.
No, he's just behind him. On the exit, I think. Looking at track map, I'm keeping an eye on this mashup. Vertex battle. The battle of the reserve.
Yes, absolutely, mate. And much appreciate all the reserves that have put their hand up to race in this one, of course. And well, these two are going to, looks like this is going to go long, Housey. This is going to go long. This looks like the top 4 is going to be an all race long battle. Look at them all just hovering, using each other as a bit of a tow zone. Of course, Vertex, excuse me, has got the hardest job of the Grand Prix. Suicide 5, that's a retirement. That's a retirement in the pit lane. I hope he has got rear wing damage. Because that will be a 10-point deduction from himself and the team. And let's just hope he's got that MFD all proven and taken care of. But Vertex doing his thing.
Oh, Bopton deep, sorry, into turn 1. Highcut's going to try and nab him here. Just about to say, these medium runners, you can just start seeing some graining coming on these tyres.
Yep.
The medium's just probably starting to fade away here.
Well, as predicted, yes, it was roughly about the 6-7 lap mark is where that hard compound really will eat into that medium advantage. And I think we're seeing it right about now, mate.
Noob's lost it. Noob's dropped it in the somewhere around turn 6-7. He's dropped an awful lot back from Duels now, so he made a mistake. Don't think there's any damage, but you can see those tyres. They're definitely looking very grained on the rear.
Well,
so
absolutely.
Issue.
Absolutely, and I do know. I mean, this game here, of course, the hard compound runs long, especially at this circuit. Runs very long, and well, the medium runners. Excuse me. I tell you what, you don't want to take too much pain, but Vertex punching that hole in the air house, he has got arguably the hardest job on track, trying to keep these boys behind. And look at the lad go. Holy moly. He's just doing his thing. And, Mashi's trying his best to catch him. But I reckon Mashi's just biding his time a little bit. Once Vertex goes in the pit lane, Mashi will get his head down. He'll start putting in some laps, as what the Mashi does. Look how close he is, Housey. Look how close.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on this battle as well. Let further back, high cut, just gone past Bopton and just looking for a move on Fury into turn 1. Fury's not giving it up. They're side by side. A little bit of Robbins racing, Harry.
Great racing from the two of them, and that is respectful as you get. Bopton, I'll tell you what, Highcut had to do a little bit of a lift there, Housey, and Bopton is all over him. He's all over him, but I'll tell you what, I reckon Highcut's going to have some speed through here. They've all got the DRS, so there you go. Yes, yellow plus yellow rear. Oh, it's orange rear. Oh, we'll have to have a look at your MFD there, Mr. Suicide 5. But all good, my friend. All good, my friend.
Burke fastest lap then, so Burke, after exiting the pits with that new wing and the mediums, he's going great guns towards the back in P12. These mediums, they really are going to start to die very quickly. Vertex doing a good job to hang on to the lead so far.
Well, the top 5 became a top 3, didn't it, Housey? Very, very quickly. And there you go. So it is a battle. Mistake. It is a battle of attrition. It usually always is. One mistake, and that's all it takes, especially when the guys are lapping very similar pace. And we'll flick down a high cut. There he is there. And he's about to get...
Trying to move. Easy, yeah. Nothing Fury could do about that one. Just the DRS open.
Not. Absolutely not.
Tried to defend on the inside.
I dare say Highcut will scamper off a little bit just because the mediums are starting to die. As you can see on the back of Fury's car. Let's just have a look at Fury's car. We'll have a look at his rears, and yeah, you can start to see him a little bit start to grain up. And yeah, struggling a little bit, all the medium runners at the moment, of course. But I reckon Mashi is just biding his time here, Housey. He's just waiting. He's waiting and waiting ever so patiently. Oh, there you go. Vertex is a little bit wide, but brings it back nicely. And there you go. Still holds that 6.5 lead. And the two front wings would have changed. So sorry. Nah, it's all good, mate. It is all good there, brother. We'll see you, of course, next week at Monza. And I guarantee you the numbers will be a lot better there. As there we go. Mashi is having a good look. Look.
Duels flying in like the torpedo. We're just racing, yeah. Duels, but I tell you what, I was just going to touch on Duels. Duels is the one boxing clever here. You have a look at Mashi Junior's battery level versus Duels battery level.
Yeah, Duels.
P2, P3. Duels has just sat there, not using really anything on his battery, just trying to use a little blast here and there just to stay in touch. He's waiting, obviously they're both waiting for Vertex to pit, but here we go, Masha Junior. It's Vertex. Vertex is staying in there.
Oh, they're side by side, and Mashi gets the job done. Great move from Mashi up into P1, and Vertex won't like that. He won't like that. He's all over him. He's not done yet. Later on the brakes with the medium tyre, he's hugging that apex. And have a look at this side by side through here. Wowee! Wowee! What a move from Vertex! And he's held that P1. I tell you what, Housey, he's doing a great job.
Yep, so we've got the first of the medium runners pitting now. Bopton and Fury both in the pits. 10 laps on those mediums. They've said that's enough. Great racing, as you said, from the boys at the front, reserve boys. Duels just sat there waiting for something to happen. I thought he was going to nick him both, but no room. They were side by side, nice and clean, but no room for Dawes to get involved. He's just had to sit and wait for it.
I'm not too sure if Mashi's made a little bit of an error. Look at the gap now. It was 6/10. He's got that DRS. It's going to bring him into contention, but just not enough. Didn't have it close enough. Coming into Sector 2, of course, you want to be really close. You want to be roughly about 4 tenths to the car in front that you're trying to overtake. Otherwise, that little run there is just not long enough, Housey. Oh, as Vertex gets a bit of a tank slapper, has to do some correcting. And here comes Mashi. Well, I'll tell you what, Housey, this has come alive big time. These boys are having a ball out there.
There you go. Here we go then. Mashi goes to the outside. Vertex holds the inside line. Mashi passed easily. Is Dawes going to go for a move as well? He is going to go for a move up the inside. Nothing, anything Vertex can do about this. He's trying all he can to hold on there, but he's stuck on the outside.
He's gone in the pit lane.
Mediums.
That's it. He's done. He's gone in the pit lane, and that is a smart move. Smart move. Because yes, I dare say the game would say about 12 laps that they'd be in, and he's gone early. The undercut around here, Housey, is absolutely phenomenal. Highcut finds himself back into 4th position. JC, the unsung hero of this race, I tell you what, up in a 5th. Where's T-Mac? There he is there. Oh, he's a little bit of a lonely race for the Mac, but I tell you what, up in a P7, if you don't mind. And as you can see there, Fury has boxed. So where is Fury in relation to the leaders? Let's just go to the leaders. Wrong one. There it is there, folks. And there you go. Fury is, there you go, 29.8 seconds off the lead at the moment. But I'll tell you what, he's going to slot up a few positions once those top runners start to pit here, mate. Because I do know this hard compound will go long. Once you put them on second, you can virtually put them on from about lap 6 mark, about 5 or 6. They will make it to the end. They will be dead, but they will make it. So there's your sort of reference point. And take it as you will, of course, and these boys are well within it. So I dare say the undercut. JC, if I was JC, I would be boxing right about now and get rid of them bad boys, of course. JC doing a great job, of course. A little bit of a lonely race for him as well. Sits in P5, but yet to stop, of course. Highcut starting to make end grounds on Noob. Noob's mediums, I think, are gone, mate. I would suggest Noob is in this lap.
Let's have a look, see if he does. I would suggest, I'm agreeing with you. Interestingly, just keeping an eye on some of the pit stops. Bopton fitted a new front wing on that one, so he must have brushed the wall somewhere. So Bopton fitting the front wing on that last
There
pit
you go,
stop.
JC's in. That is a smart move from JC. I tell you what, if Noob's not careful, he could lose some spots. Noobie would want to be in this lap to cover that off because the undercut is extremely powerful around here. And well, Noobie knows it. He's going to burn some battery just to sort of keep himself in contention. But here comes Dulzy and Mash, the two hard runners, the lead runners of the Grand Prix, of course. Vertex has come out in P5. There he is there, Housey. A lot of clean air. And that is exactly what the doctor ordered, of course. That's what he wanted, some clean air. He can get his head down, put in some consistent laps, and start to make end grounds. I'll tell you what, they want to be careful. Look at the gap here, Housey. Look at the gap. Oh, Vertex is eating into it big time. 19.8 seconds. And I'll flick back to the interval, of course. And there you go, 19.8 seconds. I'll tell you what, if they would have stopped now, Vertex takes the lead yet again.
Yep, just purple with that first sector as well.
He's on it.
As you said, head down. Noob picks up a penalty. That could be interesting for later on in the race. A 3-second penalty for Noob in P3. That might hamper his chances of a vote today.
Well, I think it will, mate. I think it will. Dulzy and Mashi still doing battle, still using each other. While Dulzy's still using him as a bit of a toe point here, Housey. Just hovering in that DRS zone. He's the only one in it at this very point in time. So Dulzy's doing everything he can. I tell you what, Mashi and Dulzy, look at the percentage rates at home, folks. There you go. Look for yourselves. We won't give anything away for the boys on track, but have a look at that for yourselves, of course. And well, that says everything. Dulzy doing his thing. I tell you what, Mashi's trying his darndest to get out of that one season. He's absolutely sending it. Dulz ain't letting him go.
No, so Noob in the box now. He's come in, had his pit stop done. Vertex takes the fastest lap of the race. So he's definitely well and truly on it. Head down.
1 minute 30.796 from the Vertex.
Yep, Fury passing T-Mac then down into turn 1. T-Mac doing a great job. I think T-Mac. He's got those hard tyres fitted. Sorry, I have a different display on. Yep, hard tyres fitted. For T-Mac not stopped yet, doing a great job. at the moment, P7. Let's have a quick look at position changes just while this is going on. Bopton takes the fastest lap then, 1:30.7. So position changes so far, T-Mac is the one with the most, up 4 spots, yet to pit though. Bopton losing the most so far, down 4 spots, but obviously only just pitting 2 laps ago
and
with
fitting
a wing.
fitting a new wing as well. So, and Brad Tay as well just jumped in the pit lane, fitting a new front wing. So, I'll tell you what, folks, these walls, they look far away, but on any Formula One circuit, they are absolutely not. And these cars do phenomenal speeds, as we all know. And all it takes is a little bit of loss of traction, and around she goes. And tell you what, those walls creep up on you very quickly here, Housey.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to be in them, that's for sure. Some of the tracks are not the most high speed in places where you could hit the walls, but even so, it doesn't take much to knock these carbon end plates off or damage any bit of the car. So fragile in a sense, in certain ways, so strong in ways, but so fragile in others.
Absolutely.
Hitting them.
Absolutely, Housey, absolutely. So Dulzy, well, he's closed the gap by a tenth. So they are lapping almost identical times around this circuit here, Housey. The top two are in a league of their own. Let's just have a look to the leader because,
Vertex is flying.
He's absolutely flying, but it's still that 20-second mark, isn't it? Still that 20-second mark. As Bopton goes quickest again with a 1:30.559 to set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix so far here, mate.
Yeah, I'm just keeping half an eye on your guy, just making grounds on the back of T-Mac. Your guy stopping a couple of laps ago, so he's got fresh hards on versus T-Mac's 14 lap hold hard. So your guy will be taking T-Mac soon, I would say.
Well, yes, he's got a lot fresher rubber on at the moment, but yes, he doesn't want to lose too much time with the JC or the T-Mac, of course, for that matter. These boys, T-Mac a bit loosey-goosey going. Tell you what, that section of track is very, very difficult to get right, of course. It looks quite simple, but it is very, very difficult to get right. I speak of none other than turns 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. Well, 11's not so much, 12 not so much, 13 not so much, but 14 and 15 and 16. They are very difficult to get right. Of course, those little sausage curbs on the inside of the circuit, as JC does get by him, on the inside of that circuit, if you get that wrong, hit them all in the wrong angle, it absolutely launches the car. Those walls are so close on exit. You've got no steering when the front's in the air, and around she'll go into the wall and whack. Let's just hope these boys do, well, that does not happen to them. 0.6 of a second now here, Housey, 0.7, so it's very, very close between the top two. And I'll tell you what, lap 15 on hard compound. There's another way they can go too, Housey. They can stretch these, but they're going to have to be careful. Vertex is absolutely sending it at the moment, but they want to be careful at the moment. It is still hovering around that 20-second mark.
Yep, they're doing a great job, these boys out in the front, to hold it where it is. They're just, like you say, just around that 20-second mark. Not really pulling away, but not really, the guy's not really gaining behind them either.
No, absolutely not.
10 seconds behind Dulles. They're going again. So Dulles is very good through that tricky sector that you were talking about a minute ago, or the corners. Just notice, he creeps up a bit on the back of Masher there. But I think, to be honest with you, Dulles is being very smart here. I'm liking what Dulles is doing in P2 at the moment.
Absolutely.
I don't want to say much more because we don't want to put the curse on it.
No, we do not. We absolutely do not, of course. Our championship leader out there in P2 at the moment. And, Bopton was in P2 of the championship. He still is, I should say, still is
just
P2.
about to make a move,
He's lining up Johnny M4 as we speak here, mate.
Yeah, it's going to be late on the break down into turn.
Look at the closing speed. That is DRS. Eat your heart out and whack. There you go. Flies by Johnny M4 up in a P10 from the Bopton. And, he's got 4 laps on those mediums. 5 laps now. And, how many laps to go? There is 12 laps remaining here, Housey. Wowee. Only 12 laps remaining.
Yep. Rattling through it again. Dulles still about holding that sort of 6 to 8 tenths gap to Masher at the front, Rest of the grid all pretty well even in terms of time and gaps between them at the moment. Closest battle on track is Johnny and Ford pitted, but the closest battle on the track, is still this one for the lead.
It certainly is, mate. It certainly is. As well, Dulcie, as you said, I think he's doing a solid job now. Well, I'll tell you what, Housey. The thing as I did say before, the undercut around here is absolutely phenomenally strong. Yeah. Would you sacrifice just coming in knowing that you just got to get it done? You've got to get it done. That would leapfrog him big time. Of course, he'll come out. Where will he come out? Let's just have a look at this, of course, to the leader. So, Dulcie, it'll put him around. Oh, it's going to be bloody close. It might slot him right behind Vertex, I reckon. It might slot him just behind Vertex, ahead of Noob, I think. So, it's going to be close. It is absolutely going to be close. And, well, Dulcie probably knows this. He's no slouch. And, well, he's probably just trying to get some more time under his belt. But with these boys almost lapping identical, even the guys on fresher rubber, I'll speak of Vertex and Noob, Noob does have that time penalty to be exact. And let's just have a look to see these time penalties. 3 seconds from Noob, 5 seconds from Fury, 3 seconds from Matty Ross, and 8 seconds from Johnny M4. So Johnny M4, this arguably not one of his favourite tracks around here. And he's done great things in the last few weeks, of course. Just got to get it to the checkered flag. And they will all get points, of course. Do things a bit differently here at Southern Cross Racing. Yes, we are running a bit light on drivers tonight, which is quite all right. Of course, personal things happening in the background. But yes, at the start of any season, the boys are the Mashi is in. Mashi is in. So let's keep an eye on Vertex. He's the one to keep an eye on. And we'll just have a look to see. Look at this. Look at this. Where's Mash? There he goes. He's got the tyres fitted. Away he goes. Where's Vertex? He's got a couple of corners. Oh, it's going to be bloody close. Let's just see if he's got it. He's sending it. He's sending it. Oh, Housey, this is going to be close.
This is going to be close. Proper close, down into turn.
Oh, there's an exit. There he is there. I think Mashi's just done it. Mashi's just done it.
Got it, yeah, he got it.
Mashi!
So what can Jules do?
I'll tell you what, Dulcie would have to cover it. He has to cover it.
Now, he's got to cover it, and he's got to use that ERS he had in the bag. He is, I'm watching him. He's pushing big time this lap. Can he get them both? Can he slot just between? I mean, if he slots just between, this is going to be super, super, super close.
It's going to be close. I'll tell you what, look, Mashi was 20 seconds effectively clear of Vertex. He's come out. It's going to be close. I'll tell you what, I think he's going to slot out in between it. This is going... Dulcie, is he going to stop? Is Dulcie going to stop? That's the question, mate. He has to stop.
Unless he's going to go for something completely different.
Well, you can go hard soft. You can go hard soft, but it just kills his race. It kills his race.
Nah, he's been pushing way too hard on this lap. Not to stop. He's definitely coming in, I would say.
Let's just have a look. We'll flick up to Dulz, and let's just see if he goes in the pit lane. He's lining himself up for that pit lane, and there he is. In the pit lane is the Dulz. Get it slowed up, son. Get it slowed up. Yes, very good, Dulzy. And let's just keep an eye on this. This is going... Housey, this is going to be close, mate. Photo finish here, mate. Photo finish. Look at them. They're all hunting it. They're all hunting it. Where's Dulzy? Is he leaving the garage? There you go. Medium's on. Medium's on. He's leaving now. It's going to be close. Oh, Mashi's just purpled. He's just purpled the third sector. Mashi's got him. But where is Vertex? Where is Vertex? Oh, it's close. Oh, Dulcy's done it. Dulcy's done it. Dulcy's done it. He's ahead. Mashi's got a time penalty. Mashi has a time penalty. Dulcy has done it. Whoa, what a drive. What a drive.
I'll tell you what, that was all back to what I said laps and laps and laps ago. Dulz being very, very clever. That he's got the battery power to thank for that lap.
Absolutely.
That is saved him. He's under the pump though here.
He certainly is, of course.
Mash can have a look.
Mash on warm mediums. Dulzy trying to warm his up as quick as he can, but he's going to let him go, I reckon. He's going to let him go and maybe tuck in, of course.
All he needs to do is exactly what he did before. Just sit there. He's got the time penalty. Just stay clean, and it's his race. I know maybe some drivers hate me saying that, but I'm not one that would go for the move when I know full well that I'm going to get the spot anyway. There's just no point in the risk for me.
Yeah, that's exactly right. As Banana Cake Pie's just woken up. Oh my, he jumped him. He certainly did jump him. And there you go. There you go. Dulcie, well, we want to be careful though, Housey, because that 3 seconds is all that Mashy has. And, well, I'm sure Dulcie knows this. He's not going to let him get too far ahead. As, well, Mashy's got a great turn of speed on these mediums. Does not want to cook them too early. 8 laps remaining, Housey. 8 laps remaining. And there you go, Mashy, whack! 129.366, Mashy, baby! Fastest lap of the Grand Prix so far, as we'll flick further downfield, because your guy, JC's really creeping up on Fury here, mate. Fury does have that time penalty, so JC will jump him if he keeps hovering around that mark. I think Fury does have 5 seconds to boot. Let's just have a look. He certainly does. So Fury at the moment, if the race was to finish right now, would finish in P7. JC up in a P6. And I'm a noob with that 3 second as well. So I'll tell you what, High Cut's hovering as well. High Cut is hovering. And let's not count this lad out. This lad is a great lad, got some good pace, and we're going to keep an eye on these gaps, of course. Newbie on 7-lap-old hards, High Cut on 2-lap-old mediums, and this lad is, look at him start to close, look at him close, Housey, look at the gap close. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I reckon P4 is as good as High Cut's.
Well, it's going to be because of Noob's got penalty anyway, so High Cut's going to have that position if he can keep clean anyway, but yeah, I think the track. Can he get any further? Obviously got Vertex a bit further up the road on the hards too. He's really good on these mediums. Maybe, just maybe, it's a big ask, but maybe he can do it. Duels, I'm just keeping an eye on Duels as well this lap. He's pushing.
Yeah, these two at the front are pushing like crazy. This is just a battle of who's actually quicker, and that's what it is. That's what it's coming down to here, Housey, because these boys, they've got roughly about the same batteries percentage, and there you go. Dulcie closes right up. Let's just have a look through this, through the twisty part of the lap. And, oh, Mashy's got a little bit wrong, but he's okay. He's gathered it nicely, and there you go. As I speak of High Cut, there you go, 129.247. Oh, no! He's lost the car. He's just lost the car, and oh, unfortunate for him. But he's got plenty of gap in between him and Fury to gather that one up. And let's just see where Fury is. Yeah, there he is there. You see him just see him in the distance as they get around that corner. Let's just have a look. There he is there. There is Fury. So Fury's got something to look at, something to aim for, as we'll flip back up to the top, because look at Dulcie. Look how much he's closing here, Housey.
Yeah, just hovering. I think he's playing smart, to be honest with you.
You think it's going to be a last lap DRS away we go zone? I think maybe here, Housey.
Yeah, because again, very good through this technical sector is Duels. Mash gets some good exit though.
He does.
Yeah, Duels
really
is biding his time a little bit. Noob with another penalty then.
That's going to drop him further down the field, of course. And, well, Newbie's not practicing as much as he used to these days, of course. And I dare say, I think at the end of this season, there's probably he's going to drop down from full-time. He's going to jump into reserve. He's got a lot of things happening in the background. Great guy. And we're just going to enjoy these last 6 races with Newbie, of course, as a full-time driver. But, yes, absolutely. Here comes Dulcie, still hovering. I think you're right, Housey. I think he's just biding his time here, mate.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's been a very smart drive from Duels, to be fair, so far. I think he's just biding his time. He knows that Nash has got that penalty. I mean, as I said, you know, I know some of the bigger egoed drivers will slam me, but there's no point making any risks for a move which is done and dusted. Then Masha, look, another penalty for Masha.
Well, there you go. So, that's it.
Done.
Well, I'll tell you what, so, Vertex has just seen that. He's just seen that. He knows. Well, I'll tell you what, he's got one more second to catch up.
Yeah. Can he do it? That is the question.
Oh, hang on a minute. Mashy's got 8 seconds. Mashy's got 8. He's got 8 seconds.
Oh, he has. Oh, how did he get 8?
I didn't think he'd done speeding in the pit lane, but he must have.
Well, you could say 5, 6, 7, 8. Surely that was a speeding in the pit lane. 5. I didn't see that one.
I didn't see it either, mate. I did not see it.
8 seconds. Well, Vertex is within that then. So, yeah, Vertex looking good for a P2 at the moment.
Oh, here we go. Dulcie side by side with Mashy. Side by side with Mashy. Is he going to get it done? No, he's backing off. He's not. Oh, he is. No, he's not. He's playing the smart. Dulcie's doing good things. And there he is there, the Maserati Motorsport driver. Tell you what, since the reboot, this lad, holy moly, has come alive. It is so good to see, Housey. So proud of him. And yeah, doing good things is the Dulls. And I think Mashy knows that his number's up.
Yeah, I think so.
Regardless of where they... I mean, I think knowing Dulls, he'd want to get it done on track. He'll want to get it done on track. And, well, I mean, the time penalty is kind of irrelevant. These boys would want to get it done on track. And, yeah, this is just a straight-out sprint to the finish here, folks. As we'll flick down to JC. JC and Fury. And I tell you what, Verk and Bopton. Verk's going to say, oh, I tell you what, he thought about it. And, well, Verk on 5 lap. Oh, Verk's got him. Verk's going to get him. Verk's going to get him.
Yeah, he's having a good exit to the final corner. Bopton's got some alright speed there off that final corner. It's going to be a late dive. Bopton covering the inside line, gone defensive. But trying the outside then, which then turns into the inside.
Oh, dearie
Bopton
me.
not giving it up.
Oh,
Look at that. Great driving by the two.
Well done, boys. Well done, boys. As, well, Verk... But these two battle everywhere. It is so good to see. They just can't shake each other here, Housey. Absolutely. And I tell you what, look at Verk. He's trying with all his might. But he has got 6 lap fresher tyres. Let's just have a look what's going on up here because Vertex has just fallen outside that 8-second mark.
Yeah, he can't. Yeah, because I was just trying to get to that as we were watching the Bopton. But yeah, obviously those hard tyres on Vertex probably just about coming to the end of what best life that they've got. Vert gets past Bopton then. But yeah, I think Vertex dropping back again. Like it's dropping time majorly back to 9.6 seconds now. So Master Junior actually excuse me, he doesn't get any more penalties. We'll stay on this podium.
Absolutely, Housey, absolutely. And Bopton with the DRS, but look at that. Look at that. I tell you what, Verk's done a great job to try to break that. He's gonna keep it. He's absolutely going to keep it. He's just got some speed. Of course, those fresher tyres is helping him out tremendously, especially through the corners, Housey, because Bopton, out of turn 16, was 0.7 of a second, just too far back for that DRS zone to do anything with it. So let's just flick up to the top again as Vertex is slow. What's he doing there? Yes, he's slowly dropping back. Yes, 10.4 seconds now from Dulcie. So that effectively makes Mash P2 at the moment. And, well, Dulcie, of course, a clean skin. I'll tell you what, he's just been had a phenomenal drive the last few rounds. Just been clean. Last week he come from the back of the grid to nearly take out the win. And Matty Ross Watson's out. He's out. He's out. That is a full course yellow. Full course yellow. There's Matty Ross. Matty, oh, dearie me.
Safety car's out. Safety car's out.
Oh, dearie me. Safety car's out. Safety car's out. Mash in. Mash in. Mash is in.
Oh, the 1 lap dash. 1 lap dash. I was just about to say T-Mac.
They're going to wait that. They're going to get rid of that 5 seconds for Mash. And he's going to put on a set of softs. He's going 1 lap dash.
All going
Vertex is in. Noob in.
Crazy. They've all got to come in. They've no choice.
Yeah,
they've got no choice. Oh, Noob's got a double stack. Noob's got a double stack. So he's got quite a bit of gap to hike up. So maybe an early panic from me, but I saw him double stacking. We'll have to just check these penalties in a second once they've all cleared out the pit lane, because they will get a chance to clear some of these penalties. T-Mac had actually fitted the soft tyres a couple of laps previous, so I was just trying to get in the fact that T-Mac was possibly going to go for a little bit of a fast
Bopton's staying out. Bopton is staying out. Bopton is staying out.
Oh, that's brave. 13 lap old mediums.
Oh, that is a big, big move.
Does he think if we finish under safety car, it's a club thing?
You can't finish under safety car in the game. It doesn't let you. Lap 28 is when the safety car will go in, and we'll have 1 lap of green. And there you go. So, oh, Fury, who was that? Who was that? Fury's around. And there you go, on a fresh set of softs, trying to warm them up. And there you go, JC takes that spot. So JC's opted for a brand new set of mediums. There you go, that's very interesting here, Housey.
Maybe he didn't have any softs left.
Maybe, yes, quite possibly.
Maybe, I don't know, that's the only reason I'd see why you would put a medium instead of the soft and left Jeff Error, but maybe he hasn't got them. Just going to have to fit whatever new tyres he's got. New tyres still better than old tyres, obviously, but this this now is going to be an absolute carnage run. So
I'll tell you what, we're in for a photo finish here. And we can't count out Vertex because there he is there. And he's back on the lead pack, and they're on the soft compound with Dulcie choosing to stay out on 6-lap-old medium. So, I tell you what, Housey, I tell you what, this is anyone's race here, mate.
It is. High cut, sorry, back into contention is here once the field backs up as well, because he's got Noob in front of him, who does still have 6 seconds worth of penalties. So, high cut looking good in here. Those 3 seconds. So let's have a quick look. Actually, Masha 3 seconds, Noob with 6 seconds, Fury with 3, Johnny and all together here. So those guys with any penalties are really going to suffer over the line. It's going to be, we think, a 1-lap dash.
I would think so, mate. I think so. Well, obviously these laps are ticking down pretty quick, fast, and well, just waiting for Johnny M4 to tackle the back of the pack. They should all catch it by the end of, well, maybe not the end of this one, but definitely by a quarter of the way through the next one. And yes, I tell you what, it is going to be a 1-lap dash. BCP in the chat saying that desperate moves incoming. Well, let's just hope they're not too desperate there, BCP. And well, these boys, they're all good at what you do, of course. BCP, a full-time driver, and just looking after the pooch at the moment. The pooch had some surgery, and we do wish his dog all the very best, of course, and hope he has a speedy recovery. But we will see him next week, of course. Next week, Housey, we are at Monza. That track never disappoints, and looking forward to that race, of course. I dare say the whole grid absolutely will be. The numbers will be improved, of course, for that race there, and then we push on to Imola after that. Not many to go. There you go, Housey. It's going to be a 2-lap dash. It is going to be a 2-lap dash. It's going to be interesting. Look at Dulcie work it. He's let the safety car go, and why wouldn't you, of course? There is no need to get too excited just yet, but we will stay with Mashi because Mashi, not going to give him any inkling on when Dulcie goes, but he can see for himself, as you all can at home. And let's just watch this one here unfold before our very eyes. Dulcie's got to play it smart. Dulcie has to play it smart.
So it's Dulce, yeah. Dulce, Bopton, and your guy we need to keep an eye on because they're all the ones on the mediums. Bopton.
There you go, Dulcie's gone. He's absolutely gone, and what a great restart from the Dulce. Managing to stay ahead. There is going to be no DRS, folks. There is going to be no DRS for the remainder of the Grand Prix. And yeah, there you go. BCP saying it's going to be rough for for Dulcie, but I reckon he's got enough in the kitty to do it. Of course, Mashi has 3 seconds, but let's not count out Vertex because he's the one. He's going to make a move. What a move from Vertex! Whoa! Mashi makes a mistake on the inside, and there you go. I'll tell you what, Dulcie's got his hands full now because he hasn't got anyone behind him with penalties because Vertex is a clean skin. He's chasing him on the soft, but hang on a minute. Mash has got it back.
Got it back. Yeah, phenomenal speed there from Mash. Taking back P2 and hunting down Dulcie's right back on the back of him now. Oh, Noob's still there. High cut, just dropping back a little bit from Noob. The front 4, trying to put the pace down.
I'll tell you what, the way it sits, High Cart makes the podium. High Cart makes the podium the way it sits here, Housey. The way it sits right now, he makes the podium. He knows this. He absolutely knows this. And look at the 2 front runners. Oh, Mashi's come alive. Mashi's come alive. Is he going to...
We got a three-way battle over 6th as well, Verk.
JC!
And, your guy.
JC up in a 6th position. What a move from JC! But hang on a minute, Verky's not done. He's not done. Do you think JC went the wrong way with the mediums here, Housey?
Well, that's all he had. Like I said, that's all he had. He couldn't do much more about it. But yes, you've got to be on the. If you're on a medium, you're on the wrong tire. You need to be on the soft. There's no doubt about it. Absolutely no doubt about
As
it.
BCP says, why are they fighting each other? I'm not too sure here, BCP. But there you go. You can see for yourselves what's going on. We're on the last lap of the Grand Prix. This one's gone by pretty bloody quickly. And Dulcie, our championship leader, leading this one. He's going to spend absolutely everything he's got on that back straight here, Housey. And why wouldn't you? Of course, you've got Mashi flying behind you. He has got that 3 seconds, so Dulcie will take this Grand Prix. He absolutely will take this Grand Prix. The fastest lap of the Grand Prix goes to, at the moment, with High Cut, with a 1 minute 29.247. So he gets an extra point for his efforts, of course, and at the moment, oh, I tell you what, whoa! Mashi lose. Oh, there you go. That's released Vertex. And there you go. Vertex will take P2. He will take P2 anyway, of course, because Mashi does have that time penalty.
Mashi's going to come back on him, though. He's going to do him again here.
Oh, they're side by
Vertex
side.
squeezing him. Vertex not giving up the P2 on the track.
But we'll go to our winner, because Dulcie, with one more corner to go, Dulcie wins here in Miami. What a drive! Vertex P2. Wow, on debut, High Cut takes out P3. Wow, we Meshi P4. Your guy JC up in a P5. Verk P6. Newbie P7. Bupton P8. T-Mac P9. Fury P10. Johnny M4 P11 and Brad Tate P11. Johnny M4 P12. And Dulcie, take your hat off, son. What a drive from the Dulz. He's done it again, the Dulcie. And takes the chocolates around here in Miami. Absolutely stunning drive from him. And played his cards to perfection. And there he is there. Oh, the Dulz loves it. Absolutely loves it. Congratulations, Dulcie. I hope that champagne tastes absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, fantastic race there. Interesting finish, 2-lap dash. Very interesting, that rear wing damage that whole race, so good job.
And underbody damage as well, so yeah, phenomenal job to do what he did, of course. And boys tasting the champagne, but there you go, Housey, for you all to see at home. Dulcie takes the chocolates here. P1 Vertex on debut. Wowee, what a drive from him. And High Cut, well, welcome back, son. High Cut, baby, yes, P3 on the podium. And that kind of makes up for last week, of course. And yes, he's on the podium. Mashi with those time penalties down into P4. JC with a drive and a half. P5 from 10th on the grid. And no penalties at all. Verk, P6. Noob, P7. Bopton, P8. T-Mac, P9. Brad Tay, P10. Fury, P11. Johnny M4, P12. And unfortunately, we lost Matty Ross and Suicide 5. All right, folks.
Yeah.
We're going to go on a brief...
Quickly, those lap times, look at the lap times. Duels, 29.374. High Cut, 29.247. And Master Junior, 29.365. Not much between those three. That is ultra close.
They were lapping very, very similar. As yes, folks, as I did touch on before, we're going to go on a brief pause. We're going to get our drivers in and our driver of the day for an interview, and we'll be back with you in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Southern Cross Racing. We have our drivers in for an interview, and well, Dulcie doesn't do them. Dulcie, he hasn't done one just yet. Maybe at the end of the season we'll get him in for a bit of a chin wag. Of course, absolutely enjoyed that one. Some great moves on that circuit, of course. And Highcut hasn't joined just yet. He may as well, but I'll tell you what, Housey, we're going to get to our second place man. This guy here on debut, what a drive. I tell you what, had some turn of speed, and it was good to see him come through the, well, not come through the field, but close that gap. The start of the Grand Prix was phenomenal. These boys were lapping almost identical times, and just talk us through that one, Vertex. What a drive from you. Congratulations on a solid P2 here, mate.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Yeah, no, look, I'll be honest, I didn't exactly have a lot of time to prepare, just had a lot of family matters and the missus, you know.
Yeah,
and,
understandable.
But no, look, besides, I'll get the excuses out of the way, but all in all, Jules drove a magnificent race.
Yeah.
Even after that last safety car restart, my whole plan was to just hold back, let the car in front do the job, and hopefully in the process I can get by and just hold in within that 3 seconds and try and secure the win, but unfortunately not. And no, you know what? Jules deserves the win flat out. He
Absolutely.
drove spectacularly, and yeah, man, it was overall, yeah, I enjoyed the race. It got a bit boring, and I was like, that was pretty much the only reason why I held out on the mediums, because I was like, you know, obviously I wanted to try and get the start, get a Ando Alonso start, but I was kind of banking on a early safety car to get me onto the hards and hopefully play it out. But no, the boys held it well, and just got a bit lucky towards the end. But no, all in all, I'm happy with it. But, yeah.
Absolutely, mate. Well, welcome officially from me to you, of course. Your first race with us, and we do hope we get to see more of you, mate. Absolutely phenomenal drive from you. P2, absolutely stunning drive. Vertex, congratulations, mate.
Cheers, mate.
All right, we'll move to our race winner. He's not our race winner. He's not our race winner. No, he certainly is not. He's our driver of the day.
He's our driver of the day winner.
The hell's an upgrade? Holy cow.
Excuse me. Yes, our driver of the day. Well, he's our resident Canadian, folks. He certainly is. And, well, your guy, JC, well, it's been a long time coming, brother. But a well-deserved driver of the day. Started P10, kept your nose clean, did all the things you needed to do, of course. Come home in P5. What a drive from you, mate. Congratulations. And just talk us through your thoughts there, pitting on the medium during that safety car period.
Well, it's because I didn't have any fresh softs, and I had no idea how they were going to last. I run my tire pressures really high. I don't know why I can get away with it, but I do. And the softs were going to cook on me.
Yeah,
I knew it. And if I had a fresh set, I think it'd be okay, but definitely not with a 3-lap-old set. There was no way at all.
Yeah, fair enough.
In all fairness, I was playing on borrowed time. I had to, you know how drivers have those little helmet swipe things that they can just take their laps off.
Like a tear off, yeah.
Rip off. Tear off.
Yeah, tear off. Thank you, man. Well, I had those for diapers because I was dodging people like crazy at the beginning. I had to keep switching my pants out. But yeah, just like you said, kept the nose clean. That was all I cared about at all.
Yeah,
and,
mate. Yep.
Thankfully, and my goodness, I gotta hand it to the guys again. What a fun race. I was battling high cut for like 1 second, and I was battling work for a few corners, and then at the end too, like we had some good fights in there, and I think I squeezed him a little bit here and there, but he didn't overdrive. He kept it clean, and if it was a lesser driver, we both would have been in the wall, I think. So I got to hand it to Vert as well.
Absolutely, mate. Now, as I did touch on during the stream, all the boys here are all here for a reason. You're all good at what you do. And, of course, we are at Monza next week, Housey. And, well, I dare say numbers will be improved for that one. We're going to get the full grid, trying to get the full grid involved, of course. A lot of boys with some personal issues happening in the background tonight, which was unfortunate. But nevertheless, we push on, and it was a good opportunity for everybody that took part took part in this race, of course, to gap their competitor. And I dare say JC done his championship all the favours in the world, of course, because guess what? Banana Cake Pie, that's been in the chat all Grand Prix, and he was missing. He's currently leading that Group 2. JC with a great haul of points this time round. I'll tell you what, this Group 2 bad boy's starting to come alive here, mate.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, so
Definitely, as you said.
Yeah, continue,
points
Housie.
to gaps. Yeah, it's right. No, just saying. I'm just having a brief look at the table in the background there. As you said, BCP missing. Bopton probably missing the opportunity to capitalise a little bit on that.
Yeah.
Obviously, your guy will jump up as you've touched there. Noob, T-Mac, Burke, all here. So, in terms of the top 6, top 7, probably, a few movers. BCP is going to be the one that drops probably a few. Just looking at it from the outside, obviously, the B1, B2 battle. That puts a bit of space between them. So
Well,
that's
that
going to be
certainly
interesting
does.
to see how that goes for the rest of the season, because they're normally so close. That might just be the gap. It's going to be very difficult for B2 now to come back from that, possibly. So,
Well, let's not forget, Housie,
Yeah,
there's
very
only 6
interesting.
more Grand Prix after this one. We've got Monza, Imola, Mexico, Spain, Kota, and of course, we finish at the JC home track. Yes, Canada. So, I tell you what, we've got some phenomenal races coming. Only 6 more to go, so there you go, Housie. It'll take us right through to round 21, and that'll be this season done and dusted. But a little bit of water to go under the bridge yet, and I'll tell you what, that was a phenomenal race. A big shout out to absolutely all the grid. There was some quality battles through that. Speak of Verk and Bopton. Wowee, unbelievable from those two. And of course, JC, there was a time there where he threaded the needle and took them both. And that was really, really good to see, of course. So yes, we push on to next week, of course, Housie. And you will be here. We will be here, of course. Same time, same channel. We do hope you've enjoyed that one, folks. We've loved having you being a part of it. And I think someone is going to send us away.
Yep, indeed we are. We're back over to the mini-me.
Absolutely. Take it away, Senna. I think she was a bit crackly there, Housie. Could she have another go, please?
See you later. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you very much, Senna. And, well, I tell you what, the commentary box is open for you. And, well, I tell you what, Housie, we're going to have to watch our backs pretty soon, mate, because it won't be too much longer. She'll be in the box and might get a father-daughter combination happening at some point down the future. But phenomenal from the whole grid and the comms team. And, of course, a big, big thank you to the lovely Senna, Housie's eldest daughter. And very much appreciated, Senna. You've done a fantastic job. And I tell you what, we are definitely watching over our shoulders now because I think we've got some competition that Senna's doing a great job. So thank you very much and very much appreciated. So, okay, great place to end that one on, Housie. So, we'll do our thing, mate. Yes, we hope you've enjoyed that one. We've loved bringing it to you, folks. Thank you very, very much for watching. We are Southern Cross Racing. From us, for now, goodbye.
Ciao.